What up, guys? How you guys doing today? So, if you guys are looking, I'm actually in the same shirt from my last video. And I'm actually going to read you guys an old story that I wrote that I read part of it. It's cringe and bad. Very, very, very bad. So, let me move some of this stuff out of my way because they don't mean anything. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to figure out. Alright, I'm trying to figure out everything that I have, and I don't need it in front of me. So, this one's called The Two Puppies. Written by me. And you can tell it's old because look at the paper and stuff like that. It's like dingy. If you guys see the sun on me, sorry. Alright, so The Two Puppies. Chapter 1, The Trapped Puppies. And it's legit only that much out of it. I'm going to show you guys. It's legit only that much. So let's read, shall we? This doesn't make sense, but I'm going to read it. There were two German shepherds that were trapped in a car. The two puppies were in the car without water and in the boiling heat. The car got towed and a guy saw them and called the ASPCA. When the ASPCA came, the puppies were about to die. Wow. They got them out and got fluids in them from an IV. When they got there, the puppies got looked at by a vet. She was so surprised that they were healthy. All they needed was fluids. After 1 week, the puppies got names. One of the names was Buddy, and the other puppy was named Rocket. Now I got to change it to chapter 2. Okay. Chapter 2. Finding the owner. The ASPCA called the owner of the car, and when he picked it up, they asked him, "Sir, did you have two puppies in your car?" The guy said, "Yes, why?" They were surprised that he was not upset that he didn't have them. "We have your puppies. We are sending you to court for the puppies." The ASPCA won, and the puppies were theirs. Wow. Chapter 3. The Rejected Puppies. They were in the ASPCA for a month. Yeah, okay. This doesn't make sense. That's why I stopped. They were in the ASPCA for a month. People were looking at them. So I'm guessing I was trying to say something different. I don't know. The people wanted one of the puppies, but they said that the puppies have to be together, though none of them wanted the puppies. The puppies were getting rejected by a lot of people. The people were so rude, and they said that the puppies should be adopted out with each other. Finally, a little girl said that she wanted the one that was named Rocket. The SPCA, I didn't put A, well, the ASPCA said that you can't have the one that is named Rocket. The puppies have to be adopted out together. She was so upset that she couldn't have Rocket. Just so you know, I probably was in like middle school and I didn't really know what I was writing. I put WON like I won something instead of one ONE. Okay, I'm not gonna redo this because this is progress from there to here. Chapter 4, The Adopted Puppies. Why did I name it that? You should give them a surprise. But okay. When all of the people didn't want them, there was a lady that's wow, okay. Trying to read my own story. Okay. There was a lady that said she will take them. She kept the names Buddy and Rocket. She took them to the pet store to get a leash and collars and toys. She brought of them to she brought them to her home. She went out with them for walks. The puppies and their owner were very happy. They were happy to be in a home that loved them. And then I said at the end. Okay, I really need, like, that. That was interesting. That was very interesting. But that's one of my stories. I'm going to give you guys another one. But I'm going to get it first. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I'm going to read you one more story. Maybe two. I don't know. I think I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to make another video, which is going to be another story time. And I'm going to read one of my favorite stories ever. So, this one here is called It's a Dog's Life. And written by Victoria, which is me, a.k.a. Rocky, a.k.a. Bubbles. And like I said, these are just my stories that I made myself. And Rocky is a nickname that me and my friends gave each other. And just so you know, this story is, 5 chapters, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. It's pretty cool. So, in this story, when you read it, you are one of the dogs. So, let's get into it. So, chapter 1. The Adopted Puppies and a Lost and Found. I don't know why I say adopted puppies. Maybe it should be puppy. I don't know. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to criticize myself. I did this when I was in middle school. So here we go. When I was born, I had to stay with my mom for 7 to 8 weeks. My brothers and sisters got adopted. I was the last puppy of the 5 puppies. A lady whose name is Jennifer took me to her home. She named me Rocky. After a while, I started to respond to Rocky. Jennifer took me to the pet store to get a leash and a collar. When we were at the store, she got me a lot of toys. The toys that she got for me are cool. Jennifer took me out to the park and played with the frisbee. As years went on, she still loved me. But when I was 7 years old, Jennifer got another puppy. And that made me feel bad. Jennifer got bored of me? That's what I thought she did. When we were... Hold on, sorry. One second. Then, when my birthday came, I turned 8 years old. That is when Jennifer took me to the ASPCA because I got sick. The ASPCA tried to take care of me. I got better and Jennifer came and took me home. When I was at the ASPCA, Jennifer got rid of the other puppy because she missed me. After a while, Jennifer was Alright, I realized what I just said. Sorry, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. After a while, Jennifer saw how bored I got, so she got the puppy back and I was playing with him. His name is Rocky. Wait. Rocky the Second. Why did I name him that? I don't know. We have Rocky and then Rocky the Second. I think that was the only name I could think of back then. Still in chapter 1. Rocky the Second and I went camping. Wait, is this supposed to be... Nope, okay. Sorry. Wait, whoa. I'm trying to see if I misplaced it in some spot. Nope, okay. This is still chapter 1. I'm sorry. I got confused for a second. Rocky the Second and I went camping. We started to walk to the campsite from where we lived. We got to the campsite and we went to sleep. The next day we went in the pool. It was still dark out. We were in the pool for a half hour. Then a bear showed up. Rocky the Second and I got out of the pool and ran by the bear and started barking, and we woke up the other dogs. The other dogs woke up their owners, and the dogs went out by Rocky the Second and I. We scared the bear away. Rocky the Second and I were heroes. We started to go home. On the way, we got lost. But there was a person that saw us and took us in their home. The people gave us food and water. The people took pictures and mailed the pictures to other people. It took 3 months to find the owner, who was Jennifer. It took Jennifer 2.5 hours to get to her dogs. She finally got her dogs back. If you guys didn't understand that, it went from explaining to this part, and in this part, Rocky the Second and I went on our own camping. The adventure dogs, right? Okay, chapter 2. Chapter 2, The Burglar. I love this story, so here we go. When Jennifer came home, she went to bed because she was tired. Rocky the Second and I stayed up. We were playing when we heard a noise in the kitchen. A man was coming in the window. We knew that it was a burglar. Rocky the Second jumped on his back and I bit his leg and held on. Then Rocky the Second bit his other leg. The man was in pain and was trying to get us off his leg. He wanted to be free so he could run away. He tried to shake us off, but all we did was knock the dishes off of the counter. Jennifer heard the noise. She came downstairs and saw us on the burglar's legs. She ran to get the phone. She called 911. Rocky the Second and I still had a bite on him. The burglar hit us off his legs and he jumped out the window. Rocky the Second and I jumped out the window and chased him. Rocky the Second was chasing him on his right and I was chasing him on his left side. We made him run in the direction we wanted him to run. He didn't know that we were chasing him in the direction of the police station. When he saw the police station, he panicked and stopped. Rocky the Second and I bit his legs again, and he fell to the ground. The police heard him screaming outside. They ran out. The police saw the man on the floor, and Rocky the Second and I were on him. The police knew the guy because he had a record for burglary. They took him They locked him up. Jennifer came to the police station to get us. On the way home, she stopped at McDonald's to get us hamburgers for us because we were heroes. Chapter 3. The Mysterious Cat. It's not that long. It's legit only about this big of a page, but it's the funniest thing in the world. Ready for this? Rocky the Second and I were in the yard when a cat, quoting, a cat, showed up. We chased the cat up a tree. The cat sprayed us. Then we knew that Then we knew that it was a skunk. We ran home and we saw Jennifer. Jennifer saw the skunk. She threw a rock at the skunk and it ran away. She smelled us and said, "You stink." She called the vet. The vet came and gave us a bath in a wash tub. Right after the vet gave us a bath, we found a mud puddle and rolled in it. Jennifer said, "I should be mad at you, but you scared away the burglar. I wonder what kind of adventure you're going to get into next." Oh, that was chapter 3. Chapter 4. I told you, I like this. This is like me reading back my childhood. So, here we go. Chapter 4. The Missing Kid. Jennifer's friend Sarah called her on the phone. Hold on. Jennifer's friend Sarah called on the phone. I think I tried. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I think I tried renaming somebody and yeah, I'm trying to read my handwriting. 1 second. Then her friend Sarah called on the phone. Sarah said, "My 6-year-old son, Howard, is missing. I called the police." Jennifer said, "I will be right there." Oh, right over. "But I have to bring my dogs." She said to Rocky the Second and I can't leave you here. Come with me, but you better behave." When we got to Sarah's house, there were helicopters in the sky. Jennifer said to us, "Stay inside Sarah's house and don't get into trouble." But we knew better. We went to the boy's room and smelt his clothes. We followed the scent to the park where the boy was. He followed us to his house. When Jennifer got back, she said, "I told you to stay inside," but we wagged our tails and ran to the porch, where the boy had fallen asleep on a porch swing. The police said, "Those are pretty smart dogs." Chapter 5. The Bank Robbery. On the TV, we heard that the bank was robbed. A police car pulled up to Jennifer's house. The policeman said to Jennifer, "Can I borrow your dogs?" Jennifer said yes. He took us to the bank. He put bulletproof vests on us while the police were looking for fingerprints. Rocky II found a glove on the floor. One of the bank tellers said that is the kind of glove the robbers used. We ran out to follow the scent of the robbers. We jumped over fences and ran down alleys. The police couldn't keep up with us. We trapped one of the burglars. Why did I say burglars? Okay, I'm going to re-say that. The police couldn't keep up with us. We trapped one of the robbers, but the other one came back and shot at Rocky II. I ran after him and I bit onto his leg. The policeman heard us barking and ran over by us. The police got the robbers. We got an award for getting the robbers. The mayor made us official canine police dogs, and the mayor said, "I hope that if the police need you, you will help them. You are true heroes." Now that is the end of my story. That was actually pretty good because it's more of you're one of the dogs. You're that person. You're that one dog. And he's like, well, that's the end of my story. I think I'll read you guys maybe one more. Just because this one is like only, 3 chapters. And that's it. This is called The Sharks That Were Saved. So, let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Chapter 1. The Capture Sharks. There are 3 injured sharks that got caught in a fishing net off of California. Supposed to be off the coast of California, but it said off the California. The kinds of sharks are the great white, thresher, and a mako shark. The fishermen saw the sharks in the net and called the aquarium at Scripps Institute. Wow, I haven't read this in a while. Institute. The marine veterinarians agreed to meet the boat with a truck that had a big water tank. The fishermen headed to shore where the other tank of water was. The truck took the sharks to the vet. They had to take the sharks off the truck to get them in the pool in the aquarium. They had to try to figure out what was wrong with the sharks. They were trying to heal them some way. Chapter 2. How to heal the sharks. The marine vets were watching them and saw what was wrong with 2 of the sharks. They didn't know what was wrong with the other shark. The thresher shark had a propeller cut on it. The mako was bitten by a killer whale. The 2 sharks that got hurt had to get stitches and blood transfusion when they were under anesthesia. The vets didn't know what was wrong with the great white except it looked thin. So it went through tests. The tests were x-rays, I don't know what the hell that word is. Whatever. A blood test, tissue sample, and taking its weight. Don't ask me how I did this. They had to wait a little while until the test came back. They got the x-rays back and they saw a garbage bag in its stomach. That is why it was so thin. It couldn't swallow any food. They removed the bag by surgery. Then it started to gain weight. Chapter 3. The Training Sharks. I think I should have been training the sharks, but training sharks. After a while, the sharks that was thin put on a lot of weight. Now it was time to go into the training course. All 3 sharks went through training. They got stronger when they were in therapy. Scientists decided it was time for the sharks to go back into the wild. The thresher and the mako shark went into the wild first. It took 3 weeks longer for the great white to go into the wild. The sharks were so happy they were jumping for joy. The scientists were very happy that they were able to save their lives of these 3 sharks, and they could go back into the wild and hunt for their food. The end. So as you can tell, some of these stories are like, some of these things are really old, so they don't make a lot of sense, as in like some of my stuff that I've done now. I'm just cleaning my stuff up. Like some of the stuff that I do now, it doesn't make any sense at all. And it's seeing how my progress went from back then to now. So I hope you guys like these 3 stories that I read for you. Maybe I'll do one more. I have one more that I can read, but that's a very long chapter. Story. So I think I'm gonna have to do that in batches. Like read like 5 chapters, read another 5 chapters, and read whatever left, or read 6 and then 6 or whatever it is. But it's a pretty long story, the next one. So I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys, have fun listening to me read some of my old stories that don't make sense even to me. So, I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Or maybe a story. Well, probably gonna be a story. So, I love you guys, and peace.